Dear students, welcome to mathematics online classes. In this class, we will continue with the problems on dot product of two vectors. Example 17 is written here. Find magnitude of vector A minus vector B if two vectors A and B are such that magnitude of vector A is equal to 2, magnitude of vector B is equal to 3 and A dot B is equal to 4. Okay, we need to find out magnitude of A minus B. Let us take magnitude of A minus B square. What is this will be? We know vector A dot product with vector A is equal to magnitude of vector A square. How is this? According to the definition of dot product of two vectors, A dot B is equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into cos theta. A dot A will be, this is magnitude of A into magnitude of A into cos. Angle between A and A is 0, cos 0 is 1, magnitude of A into magnitude of A, that will be magnitude of A square. That is the standard formula we know. This formula A dot A is equal to magnitude of A square we will apply here. That means magnitude of A minus B square can be written as vector A minus vector B, which is in dot product with the vector A minus vector B. Like this we can write. Okay. Now taking dot product of these two, dot product is distributive. A dot A, it is A dot A. Next A, here plus is there, minus is there, minus A dot B. Next taking dot product with the vector B, minus B and here is A, that means minus B dot A, minus minus plus vector B dot product with the vector B. Okay, now A dot A is magnitude of vector A square. Similarly here B dot B, that will be magnitude of B square, minus A dot B, here B dot A is there. We know dot product is commutative. A dot B is equal to B dot A. So this B dot A I will write as A dot B. Now magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square minus 2 times A dot B. Okay. What is this? This is magnitude of vector A minus vector B square. We know all these values. Let us substitute. Magnitude of A is 2, this is 2 square. Magnitude of B is 3, here square is there 3 square, minus 2 into A dot B is 4. So 4 plus 9 minus 8, 9 minus 8, 1 plus 4 is 5. What is this? Magnitude of vector A minus vector B square is equal to, then what is A minus B? A minus B is equal to square root of 5. Magnitude of the vector means that is length of the vector. Length of the vector can't be negative. You should not write plus or minus here. You should write only plus. This is about example 17. Now we will take example 18. 18 is, if vector A is a unit vector, if vector A is a unit vector and vector X minus vector A, which is in dot product with the vector X plus vector A, which is equal to 8, then find magnitude of vector X. Magnitude of vector X is equal to question mark here. Very simple it is. See, if A is a unit vector, a unit vector means its magnitude is 1. So, they have given you magnitude of vector A is equal to 1, and also they have given you vector x minus vector A, which is in dot product with vector x plus vector A, which is equal to 8. They are asking you what is magnitude of vector x. Here, now take the dot product of this vector x into vector x. This is x dot x. X dot x is magnitude of x square. You can write it directly, no problem. With this, I want to say one thing. One formula also we will say. Just you observe. X is there. Here A is there. Plus x dot A. Next here it is minus a plus minus of A dot x. Plus into minus minus A dot A, which is equal to 8. You see, plus of x minus A, here minus of here plus of x dot A, here minus of A dot x. A dot x is same as x dot A because dot product is commutative. Now these two get cancels out. X dot x is magnitude of x square minus A dot A is magnitude of A square, which is equal to 8. You see, from this to this we can take it as a formula. We know that A minus B into A plus B. A minus B into A plus B is equal to A square minus B square. That is the 8th standard formula. In the same way, vector x minus vector A, which is in dot product with the vector x plus vector A, that is equal to magnitude of vector x square minus magnitude of vector A square. So, here magnitude of vector x square as it is magnitude of vector A, we know magnitude of vector A is 1 square means 1, which is equal to 8. Then magnitude of x square, if we take it to the right hand side, 8 plus 1. Now magnitude of x square is equal to 9. 9 can be written as 3 square, both sides square get cancels out. Magnitude of vector x is equal to 3. You should not write plus or minus 3 here, because magnitude of vector x in the sense length of the vector can't be negative. This is about example 18. Now let us take the next example, that is example 19. For any two vectors A and B, for any two vectors, vector A and vector B, we always have modulus of A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. This is a theorem actually. This is a theorem. It is taken as example 19 also. That is Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. It is a theorem. Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. You can remember this as a theorem also. Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, that is taken as example 19. Let us prove this whether it is correct or not. For any two vectors, there are two vectors A and B. We always have modulus of A dot B. We should not say it as magnitude of A dot B. Why? A dot B is a real number. A dot B is a scalar quantity. How will be the magnitude of that scalar quantity? It is modulus, means a positive value. Modulus of A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. This one we are going to prove here. See, we will use this using a dot b is equal to what is that? Magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B into cos theta here. We want only positive value, that is modulus of A dot B we want. Modulus of A dot B, if you take modulus of A dot B is equal to, right hand side should be positive value, you know. Magnitude of vector A is positive, magnitude of vector B is positive, only negative can happen in cos theta. So modulus of A dot B is equal to, we will write magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B into modulus of cos theta we will write. Okay. Now let us check here. This is, you see, cos theta we know. What about the cos theta values? Cos theta values are always less than or equal to 1 and greater than or equal to minus 1. We know cos theta values less than or equal to plus 1 and it is greater than or equal to minus 1. It takes only in the interval minus 1 to plus 1. Here I want modulus of cos theta. Modulus of cos theta means only positive values. What can be the positive values? Modulus of cos theta will be always less than or equal to 1. I can write here modulus of cos theta is always less than or equal to 1. I want only this inequality. What is that another one inequality we have for the modulus of cos theta? We can write modulus of cos theta is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. Both things I can write. No. Yes, we have this inequality. Modulus of cos theta is less than or equal to 1. Then using this formula, what I can write? Modulus of cos theta is equal to, modulus of cos theta is equal to, I can write modulus of A dot B divided by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Modulus of A dot B divided by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. This is again less than or equal to 1. Now here is inequality concepts. I want to take this magnitude of A into magnitude of vector B to the right side. Both side I will multiply with the magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. As it is a positive value, magnitude of A and magnitude of B both are positive values, hence no need to change the sign of inequality. Multiplying both LHS and RHS by magnitude of A into magnitude of B, we have modulus of A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. The inequality we have proved, that is Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. Now example 20. Example 20, that is another one inequality, that is a triangle inequality. I have triangle inequality. Example 20. They are saying for any two vectors A and B, for any two vectors vector A and vector B, we always have magnitude of A plus B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. That is a triangle inequality. Sorry, it is not into, it is plus. Magnitude of vector A plus vector B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A plus magnitude of vector B. This is the triangle inequality. What they are saying with this? See, they are saying you We know the triangle inequality first of all. What is the triangle inequality? Suppose there is a triangle like this. Let me write it here. Suppose there is a triangle like this, A, B and C. We have the triangle concept, that is sum of two sides. Sum of two sides is always greater than third side, isn't it? Sum of two sides is always greater than third side. In the same way, this triangle inequality, you see sum of two sides, vector A and vector B, these are two sides. If I take this as vector A and vector B, its sum is always greater than third side. Greater than or equal to means, if it is equal to, it will not be a triangle, it will be a straight line. Third side, if it is A and B like this, A plus B will be the third side according to the triangle of vector addition. They are saying sum of these two is greater than or equal to third side. How is that? Let us prove this. See, I will take, let us take magnitude of A plus B square. Magnitude of A plus B square we are taking. Magnitude of A plus B is A plus B in dot product with A plus B. A plus B, A and A, if you take the dot product, this will be magnitude of A square plus, next it is A dot B plus next third one will be B dot A, last one will be B dot B. B dot B means magnitude of B square. Let us rewrite it. Magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square. Then here A dot B, B dot A. B dot A is same as A dot B. A dot B plus A dot B. It is 2 times A dot B. What is this? This is magnitude of A plus B whole square is equal to. Let me take this as equation 1. This is equation 1. Now here what I do, I will consider this A dot B. What is A dot B? A dot B is always less than or equal to modulus of A dot B. Yes or no? Let us write here, we know. How is this? A dot B is always less than or equal to modulus of A dot B, because A dot B can be negative. Modulus of A dot B can't be a negative value. Modulus is there. That is always positive only. And if it is positive, A dot B is positive means this will be obviously positive. A dot B can't be greater than a modulus of A dot B. It can be equal to or less than. Okay, this one we have now. Now A dot B equal to this one I want, and this is, let me take this as equation 2nd. And also we know, according to the Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, we know that modulus of A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Just now we have proved in the example 19 Cauchy-Schwarz inequality, that is modulus of A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Yes, from these two, from equation 2 and 3, what I can write? From 2 and 3, you observe here, it is like A is less than or equal to B and B is less than or equal to C. Obviously, this is A is less than or equal to C. A is less than A is less than B and B is less than C. Obviously, A will be less than C. We want less than here, that's enough. A is less than or equal to B, B is less than or equal to C means A is obviously less than or equal to C. From 2 and 3, what I can write? A dot B is less than or equal to magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Let us take this as equation 4. Now you observe 1 and 4. Otherwise, whatever is there in the right hand side of equation 1, I will try to have here. No problem. Let me have whatever is there in the right hand side of equation 1, let me have here also. For that, what we do? We will multiply by 2 on both sides. let us not to take this as equation 4. Okay, here 2 times a dot b is there, no, multiply with 2 on both side. This is 2 times a dot b is less than or equal to 2 times magnitude of vector a into magnitude of vector b. Then add this magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square on both sides. Adding with a positive value, there is no change in the sign of inequality. We are adding. So adding magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square on both sides. This equation will be magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square plus 2 times a dot b. This is less than or equal to magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square plus 2 times magnitude of a into magnitude of b. Okay, let me take this as equation 4. Now here 1 and 4 you observe. You observe equation 1 and equation 4. What they are saying there? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Yes, same thing is there. RHS is less than magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square plus 2 times magnitude of a into magnitude of b. So here RHS is equal to LHS, equal to symbol is there. This means this left hand side is also less than this RHS. Otherwise I will explain here. See, a is equal to b is there. B value is less than c. Obviously a value is less than c only. Why? A and b both are equal. B value is less than c. So a will be less than c only. I want to write that. 1 and 4 same thing is happening. A is equal to b. This b is less than or equal to c. So a is less than c only. From equation 1 and 4 I can write modulus of magnitude of a plus b square is less than or equal to magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square plus 2 times magnitude of a into magnitude of b. Now left hand side you keep as it is, magnitude of a plus b whole square, which is less than or equal to, right hand side it is in the form of a square plus b square plus 2ab. Can be written as magnitude of a plus magnitude of b whole square. I can write. This is also positive value, this is also positive value. Square of positive values less than or equal to symbol is there. Even if you take the root there is no change in the sign of inequality. Taking square root on both sides, we have modulus of it is not modulus, magnitude. Magnitude of a plus b is less than or equal to magnitude of vector a plus magnitude of vector b. What this indicates? Magnitude of a plus b, magnitude of a plus b. A plus b is the third side of the triangle. Yes, its magnitude means length. Length is less than or equal to, what is magnitude of vector a? Magnitude of vector a represents the first side of the triangle plus second side of the triangle, length of second side of the triangle. Sum of two sides, sum of lengths of two sides of a triangle is always greater than or equal to length of a third side. This triangle inequality we have proved in the example 20. Now one more example is there in this example 21. Show that the points. Example 21, show that the points. Show that the points a of minus 2i plus 3j plus 5k, comma b of I plus 2j plus 3k and c of 7i minus k 7i minus k are collinear. Okay. I have to show these 3 points are collinear. First of all, I will tell you what is the concept of a collinear. Collinear means lying on a single straight line. There are 3 points A, B and C. I have to show these 3 points are lying on a single straight line. That is the question here. Okay, what to do? Suppose these 3 are not lying on a single straight line. Let us take C somewhere here. If we join all 3 AB, BC and CA, they will form a triangle. If triangle is formed, means lines are not on a single straight line, then they have to satisfy the condition of triangle inequality. What is the triangle inequality? Sum of 2 sides is greater than third side. The triangle inequality should be satisfied. If sum of 2 lengths is equal to third length, then what happens? Then all are lying on a single straight line. See, if all 3 are lying on a single straight line, then length of AB plus length of BC will be automatically equal to length of AC. So here what we do, these are the 3 points AB, A, B and C. We will find out AB length, we will find out BC length, then we will find out AC length also. If sum of 2 lengths is equal to third length, then all 3 points are lying on a single straight line, otherwise no. Okay. Now finding the length AB. How will you find the length AB? Length AB, to find out the length AB, you should find out vector AB first. Vector AB is what? Is a vector joining 2 points, where A is the initial point, B is the terminal point. Now a vector joining 2 points is nothing but vector OB minus vector OA. These are the points. Points in the sense, these are the position vectors. OB we know, substitute that is I plus 2j plus 3k minus of vector OA is minus 2i plus 3j plus 5k. Now subtracting the corresponding components, I minus plus 2i, I plus 2i is 3i. Here 2j, it is minus 3j, means it is minus j. 3k minus 5k means it is minus 2k. What is this? This is vector AB is equal to 3i minus j minus 2k. What I want? I want length of this. Yes, okay. To find the length, calculate magnitude of vector AB. Magnitude of vector AB is square root of 3 square plus minus 1 square plus minus 2 square. This is square root of 9 plus 1 plus 4. 9 plus 1 plus 4. How much is this? This is 14. Square root of 14 is length of vector AB. Next, to find out the BC length, let us find out vector BC first. Vector BC is a vector joining 2 points B and C. This is nothing but vector OC minus vector OB. What is OC? OC is 7i minus k. 7i minus k minus of vector OB is I plus 2j plus 3k. Now subtracting the corresponding components, 7i minus I is 6i. Here j component is not there. Minus 2j, you write it as it is. Minus k, and this is minus into plus. Minus k minus 3k is minus 4k. Okay. What is this? This is vector BC. We want length of the vector BC. So find out magnitude of this. Magnitude of vector BC is square root of 6 minus 2, 4 is there. This is 6 square plus minus 2 square plus minus 4 square. This is square root of 36 plus 4 square is 16. Now we have magnitude of vector BC is equal to square root of 36 plus 4, 40, 40 plus 16 is 56. Magnitude of vector BC is equal to square root of 56. 56, is it multiple of any perfect squares? Let us check it. It is multiple of a perfect square 4. Square root of 56 can be written as 4 into 14. 4 into 14. Yes, it is correct. Square root of 4 is 2. 2 into square root of 14. 14 is not a multiple of any perfect squares. Let it be as it is. So, length of vector BC is 2 times square root of 14. Next, let us find out length of side AC. Means AC length we are going to find out. AC length means let us find out vector AC first. AC is equal to position vector of point C OC minus position vector of point A OC minus OA. What is OC? OC is 7i minus k minus of OA is minus 2i plus 3j plus 5k. Now subtracting the corresponding components, 7i, here it is minus plus 7i plus 2i is 9i, and here j component is not there, minus 3j as it is, minus k, it is plus into minus k minus 5k will be minus 6k. What is this? This is vector AC is equal to. Now length of vector AC. Length of vector AC is square root of 9 square plus minus 3 square plus minus 6 square. Now this is square root of 9 square 81, 3 square 9, 6 square is 36. 81 plus 9 90, 90 plus 36 is 126, square root of 126. Now let us check, is it multiple of any perfect square? 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 6 9. Yes, it is multiple of 9, perfect square 9. Now this is 9 into 14 I can write. 9 into 14. 9 is square root of 9 is 3. 3 into square root of 14, which is what? This is length of AC. Length of AC. Now you check sum of two lengths. Are you getting third length? Vector AB is root 14. Means length of vector AB is root 14 and length of vector BC is 2 times square root of 14. Sum of these two uses third length AC. Therefore, the given points are collinear. Taking AB, length of AB plus length of BC, this is square root of 14 plus 2 times square root of 14, this is equal to 3 times square root of 14. 3 times square root of 14 is nothing but length AC. We have length AB plus length BC is equal to length AC. Therefore, the given points are collinear. Given points are collinear. This is about example 21. Okay, we will stop it here. In the next video, we will continue with the exercise.